the way.
All right, gang, welcome to our day 2 of Aloha Aito 6 put on by Rudderless Hawaii, and we've just had the start of our V6 race here. It's an all unlimited race from Hawaii down to Mauli Ola in the Ke'ehi area, Sand Island, and I'm here with my man, none other than Micah Kalama. He's the race director for the Aloha Aito 6, and this is going to be good fun here today. We've got classic Hawaii Kai run going on, and what you're seeing is kind of groundbreaking. We're putting a GoPro on this canoe, and it is going to be sending us a live feed throughout the race that we can tap into at any time. So that's kind of a cool addition for today. But we're getting ready for this course from, again, we just left Hawaii Kai. There's a Kanaka Ikaika race happening just after, so maybe we'll see some one-mans and surf skis on the course as well. But they're going to be paddling out this channel, taking a right-hand turn. And, Micah, it's going to be a sleigh ride today.
It's going to be a sleigh ride for sure. I mean, this is the typical Hawaii Kai run. But currently right now we've got 34 unlimited V6 canoes on the water. And, man, we're just so excited because it's giving us a chance to really kind of see the advance in some of the canoes that are out there on the unlimited side, and it gives us an opportunity to see all the unlimiteds race this race. But as you can see right now, we are currently following the start of the V6 race. This again is brought to you by Ocean Paddler TV, and man, this is gonna be great, Kalai.
We're stoked to see this. And one thing you mentioned, of course, Ade Tahiti is a big supporter of Rudderless Hawaii and Aloha Aito, of course. But it's kind of neat that there's a bunch of other canoes on the water today. There's some Puakea boats out there. Kai Va'a's new 6-man is on there. And it'd be cool to see how they all work and stack up to each other. And not only different boats, but, man, we've got some killer crews here. I just saw the Wailea boys.
Yep.
We're out here. We got a bunch of paddlers from Tahiti in effect today. So there are some really top-notch crews on the water in these unlimited V6. And talk to us a little bit about the course here, Michael.
Yeah, so the course is we're starting at Mauna Loa Bay in Hawaii Kai on the east side of Oahu. And we're going to kind of head out of the channel there from Hawaii Kai. We're going to take a right-hand turn, and we're actually going to take a straight shot right towards Diamond Head. So, it's just going to be kind of like this side run, if you will. It's not necessarily like a downhill yet, but it's definitely going to be something that we're looking forward to. But what we'll do is we'll pull up a course map shortly and give a good visual. But, man, look at this live drone coverage. But we're going to bring the map
Talk
to you
about being in the canoe. Look at that, Rob. I mean, here we go. This is a map of today's race.
All
so
right.
We're just getting started now. Zooming in, Aloha Aito Unlimited V6.
Yeah, so there it is. We start at Hawaii Kai. It's on the east side of Oahu. We're going to wrap ourselves around from Hawaii Kai. So you can see that's where the beach was. That's the start. And as we pan out, the course is going to be out the channel, make our way around Diamond Head Buoy here.
Fade right.
Yeah, fade a little bit. Stay right. Kind of chase the outside because you get a little bit of that bigger swell direction. Mm. It's an east swell right now, so perfect conditions for these paddlers. I mean, right now we're looking at probably 25-mile-per-hour winds, nice and comfortable winds here. And as you can see, we passed through all of Waikiki, Honolulu Harbor. That's the small channel that the small OC1s are going to go into.
Okay.
But we're actually going to push over and
all
go
the
into to the bigger channel. And so that's what we're planning on doing. Big channel, go inside. When we make it to the inside, we're going to do the finish right here where we finished yesterday's Aloha Aito.
Right on the beach.
Yep.
It was a great place to finish. Easy for people to spectate. Easy to get boats in and out of the water.
Yep.
And, man, we are in the thick of it out here as we kind of get into the group on our camera boat. Most of the canoes are making that slight right-hand turn on the last green pillar outside Hawaii Kai that any Oahu paddler is very familiar with. And there's a little bit of congestion here. We're trying to figure their way through stuff, but they're going to get through it and get out into open water. And again, this is why it's so important that for these top crews, they get a great hole shot, so to speak, and get out into the open so they're not having any conflict with other canoes around them at the turn.
Yeah, this is really going to be a battle of racers here as they just exited Hawai'i Kai run. They're going to go ahead and track out, make their way straight shot to Diamond Head Buoy. But, man, this is looking really tough. We've got a handful of tough paddlers out here getting ready to battle. But really, I think the thing that's really cool is being able to see all these different unlimiteds. Not really a race just dedicated specifically to unlimited. So to be able to do this for day 2 is what we're really after. Really kind of giving the opportunity for all these paddlers to, test their boats. I mean, you can't race them in a regatta season because a lot of it is more on the traditional side, and we want to absolutely keep our traditional side before we, change any type of direction to something different. But it's perfect to separate. But as you can see, we've just made the right out of the channel from Hawai'i Kai, and now it's a straight shot to Diamond Head.
And it's pretty cool, even races like Queen Lili'uokalani on the Big Island, they have unlimited divisions and stuff like that.
Correct.
But it's very rare, if ever, to have an all unlimited race in Hawaii, and one that's set up so perfectly as this, right? Unlimited really shines, I think, in an iron race, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to shine because of the way these canoes are. They don't turn on the buoy as well like in regattas. They love a nice downwind run where they can surf, especially these matahinas, right? And so you get them on some downwind bumps, you get some good paddlers, and you let them kind of duke it out. How long about is this course, Michael?
So this course is about 15 and a half miles. So right now we haven't even touched just a mile into the race, if you will. Where when you get out of the pass, it's about half a mile into the race. But as you can tell, we're starting to see that downwind kind of swells. Basically, we've got the wind is slightly to the left of these paddlers, and the downwind is almost directly behind. It's an east swell, and it's just going to be super exciting to see what it's going to be like when we get to Diamond Head, because everyone knows Diamond Head can be a little tricky. Too far in, you might get caught by some of those rogue sets on the inside, but there is a really good run in there.
Yes, sir.
But our buoy, though, is the head buoy, so they do have to stay outside.
Okay, course rules, they have to stay outside the buoy at Diamond Head.
Yes, that's correct. It just gives a little bit of
a
buffer, and it also opens up the map, if you will. Some people might take a high line because they might want to surf down as much as they can get into Waikiki.
Because if you drop down into Waikiki once you pass Kaimana, it's kind of dead wind in there.
Sure, dead wind, not as much texture, so you kind of have to almost grind for a bit. And then you actually, getting into Honolulu Harbor where we have the Aloha Aito long course where we have to turn on the needle, it starts to kind of get a little bit more windy and pick back up, and you can kind of get a little bit more of the groove.
Right, and if you're outside and kind of hitting that run in towards the channel, it might be a little better. So maybe one might say good money might be to say stay outside a little bit and don't try to hug too close to the coastline.
Yeah, so I think some of the paddlers that we've seen, as you can tell, we're trying to get close in so we can get the live feed from the GoPro angle, but right here you can see it looks like we're starting to kind of pull up on a few of the leaders of the pack, and it looks like there's about 4 canoes that are kind of battling each other, 2 on the inside, just kind of staged. I believe that might be actually 2 matahinas way on the inside, and then there's 2
is that Wailea on the left and
Wailea,
the white?
yeah, it does look like the Wailea boys out front already.
From Maui, Tristan Ko'okele Santos.
Yes.
You got Koa Kramer steering them, some top-notch paddlers. They've continued to do well in any race they are in, whether it's regattas. They did awesome at last year's Queen Lili'uokalani race, and so great to see them back on the water, and really kind of brings, when you get that level of paddlers at this short coastal race, it brings a level of prestige to this race.
Yeah, I mean, when we're looking at this course right now on screen, it looked like we had the, I believe it's going to be Ke'ehi Lagoon, that was their juniors on screen. We do have an assortment of racers here. We've got open men, open women. We've got the Masters 40s, 50s, and 60s on the water, as well as a mix open. So we've got mixes and everything, but just the opportunity to see this race and watch this battle is really what we're looking forward to seeing. So hopefully everyone kind of locks in, tunes in. But, man, outside here, Kauai Mahoi, I think, right here in his yellow canoe. He's got the furthest outside track, and I think he's actually playing the surf right now, and might be looking for that opportunity to take the downwind a little bit better on this angle. But as you can see right here on screen,
right, and Kauai Mahoe, he is no stranger to a Hawaii Kai run. A very experienced veteran steersman, past club president of Kailua Canoe Club. He's there with his 50s crew. I think he's got Pat Shea in there with him. These are a solid group of older gentlemen, and they are crushing it out here on the outside, and Kauai will guarantee pick a great line for them headed down this coastline. Yeah,
it looks like you got Chris Ruby in there. Chris is sitting in seat 1. He raced the Aloha Aito yesterday. Had an excellent race. He's first year in a V1, but absolutely crushed it. And then I think probably in 2 is going to be
Pat, I think.
Yeah, it looks like might be Pat. And then they have Creighton in there as well, Toby Morris. I know that seat 5 is Doug Borton, who also raced yesterday in the V1 portion, and then Kauai Mahoe steering. So pretty good run. But here on screen, looks like your yellow and black canoe here. I believe that's going to be the Ke'okaha brothers here. So that's going to be 859. Let me take a look at that for you guys.
We're checking out right now the course list.
Yeah, but it looks like Eha Kiuna in 1. Eha's raced a whole bunch of Aloha Aitos with us as well. Raced at V1 course, had an excellent run. But I think it's the brothers, the Kiuna brothers and family on that Va'a. But hey, man, this conditions look absolutely great. Not necessarily a massive swell behind, but a lot of good texture and wind on the water. So you can see, man, they're just, kind of making their way, having some little good bumps here and there. But you see the surfing happening right now.
Yeah, they're definitely getting into it. And these unlimited canoes are a little bit lighter, a little bit lively. So, it's going to assist these paddlers in making the best out of this. But, sometimes they're still kind of bunched up a little bit. And you're going to see when some of these canoes are a little close, there might be some jockeying for position, guys inadvertently getting cut off.
Sure.
Any paddler wants to stay away from that.
I mean, we're in the open ocean,
like
right?
You see here, look how close these canoes. If the steersman chooses to take a nice right turn or something, he may cause a problem for the canoe next.
Right there in that white canoe right there, it looks like we have Koa Canario in there, as well as it looked like Sam. Looks like we kind of lost the feet.
We're back to that 50s crew from Kailua right here.
Yep. And looking solid, yeah. You can see right here just kind of trekking away, trying to keep the course. I believe this is your Ke'ehi junior men in this Va'a on screen. Let me check. I believe that could be Kaikala steering that boat in seat 6 there for you.
Uh-huh. Yep, this is the Faufata boys are in there. You can see them. Nice work by these young men. They've been doing really good. A couple of them paddled for St. Louis during ILH, and then a couple of them were able to break out and get into the Na'opio season. So nice little bump they're picking up.
Yeah, I see
on
that
the
little.
inside for those.
See that little kick up in the end.
Yeah, those East Side boys from the Kahalui area, Ke'ehi Canoe Club. Nice work, gentlemen.
Yeah, here we go. So as you can tell, we call it all unlimited. Basically, it's not your spec boat. A lot of times everybody refers to it as a spec canoe, which basically means it's within the spec or specifications of the 400-pound traditional style Va'a for Hawaiian canoe racing. But currently on the water, this is all unlimited, so anything under 400 pounds. The comparisons to all of these Va'a range from 100 to 200 pounds. So kind of the trade-offs, if you will, is a Matahina weighs in at about 280 pounds, whereas...
That's just the hull.
That's just the hull, not included everything weighted up. But 280 pounds is a lot lighter than our normal Hawaiian canoe, so you lost 100 pounds on there.
For sure, and you could feel it in the canoe too, yeah.
But I do think the fact that there is weight does help if there's good surf and a good momentum. But on screen is our junior rudderless team here. Looks like seat 1, that's going to be Isaac Berriman. Right behind him is going to be none other than Matisse And in seat 3, looks like Christoph. Seat 4, Noah. Seat 5 is Austin. And seat 6 is Oscar.
This is
right
all
there.
like an 18 and under group?
Yeah,
right
this
here?
is a junior crew. So the junior division is actually 19 and under. So we're just, that's kind of the age division. But looking really good, looking solid. These boys
they are.
put in a lot of effort, a lot of work. They're actually pretty much right in the top pack of the middle. So they're holding in there really, really good. Having a good success right now. The separation has kind of spread. We're probably looking at from the first boat to the last, probably no more than a half a mile. All right, yeah. So just kind of watching this is exciting for us to kind of pick apart and see how everybody is running. So, but looks like that's going to be Chris Tanaka's team right there. Let me get a name for that, but
that's the Kailua Open Men, huh? Something like that. That's
yeah. So that's going to be the Kailua Canoe Club Juniors, actually. So looks like that's going to be that battle between the two junior crews. So these boys are the Kailua Canoe Club Juniors. They're slightly behind the other Rudderless Hawaii Va'a Juniors. So it's kind of going to be kind of interesting to see how they fare in this course.
And are they also slightly behind the Ke'ehi Lagoon Juniors as well, I think?
Yeah, it looks like just slightly behind Ke'ehi Lagoon Juniors, but on screen, that looks like
that's the juniors. Oh no, that's Huinalu's crew right there.
Yeah,
huh?
that's a Huinalu.
That's a
crew.
Huinalu crew right there. Looks like the Huinalu Open Men, yeah. Folks, we're trying to just reference our crew list to try to figure out who you're being able to see here on the screen. But a lot of different clubs being represented, as well as teams of friends that just have been able to get together. We have great representation out here from clubs like Healani, Kailua, Ke'ahi Akohoi. Leeward Kai is in the house today. Keola Oke Kai.
Yeah, so that was Huinalu, but right here on screen, this right here is going to be your Adam Hawking's team sitting in seat. Actually, this is actually going to be Jovid. So Johnny and Friends, it looks like, or Jovid and Friends, I believe, is the name of their boat. So kind of a fun play on their captain in seat 3. So it looks like Jovid and his merry men is what they called it.
Jovid and his merry men.
So right there in seat 1, you've got Jamin Keli Ho'omalu. In seat 2, looks like that's going to be I believe Matt Lidscomb. Seat 3 is going to be Jovid Kalama. Seat 4, that's Neil Neibarger. That's Valentina's husband in the women's team. And then we have Jace Naden in 5. And it looks like in 6, that's going to be Johnny Kono. So right there, Jovid and his married men. I know these brothers pretty well, but just kind of going with it. They look like they're actually doing really, really good. They're probably within the top 10 right now of these 34 V6.
And that's what's fun about a race like this. You know, it's not a high-pressure race. It's not part of the season. You can come together with just some friends that you want to paddle with.
Yep.
Throw together 6. You don't need an escort boat. You don't need 9 guys. You get out here and race a 15-mile course, which is very doable for a lot of paddlers that are paddling like OC1 and Rudderless and Regatta and that all year long. Come out here and do 50 miles downwind in unlimited is very doable. And so nice to see them cracking it out and just throwing together these fun crews.
Yeah, right here on screen we've got 52.3. They're called Mean 52.3. That's the name of their team name, and it's because they're a mix of ages. I believe in order to qualify for the Masters 50, that's the. They actually have to race 40s because there's guys in the boat that are 50 plus and guys that are 40. So they went with Mean 52.3.
That's Joel Van Am, Samuel Goldenbaum, Stu Dars, Henry Blave Roman, Tommy Clattenburg, and Cole Canario.
Yeah. They all raced yesterday's course as well in the Aloha Aito. So kind of fun, you get to race either 6 miles or 12 miles yesterday and come out and do a 15-miler with your friends, So,
well, that's what's cool about what you've been able to do this year with Aloha Aito, Micah, is that you've made this a multi-day event and not only the same thing. Great hosting, great sponsors, making it fun for people to get in there, finish, come to the beach. It was a great place to host the race, and it's kind of cool that now you're adding this other dynamic of a unlimited race into this stuff. So people that are coming from other islands, mainland, Tahiti, wherever, they're making a weekend out of it, and it's fun.
And then, in order to do a 2-day event, it takes a lot of hands, a lot of work, volunteers. But fortunately enough, I have 2 amazing parents, both Kim and David Kalama, the owners of Rudderless Hawai'i Aloha, really allowed me to kind of take part in something that's been growing over this past 10 years of just kind of seeing how we can help the VAL community. But the chance to have a 2-day event, if it wasn't for Keiko Capital to step in and say, hey, what do you need? How can we help you? And I said, hey, we want to do two days. This is what we're planning on doing. We have Aloha Aito day 1, which is the V1, and then we have day 2 that we want to have. But in order to do that, it takes a lot of backing. So they stepped in and said, let's help you out. So this is a shout out to Keiko Capital for doing that for us, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a day 2. So
it takes a lot of expenses, of course. It takes a lot of people. Mahalo out to all of them and the sponsors, but it takes a lot of vision and drive that you provided, Micah. And congratulations to you for pulling off the Aloha Aito 6. It's been a great weekend of racing, and it's not over yet.
Yeah, it's not over, but here, man, just so cool to see all of these boats. We're just still on the east end. We're just outside of Hawaii Kai. We're kind of hitting that New Valley kind of area.
That building you see on the far left of your screen, that's going to be Kahala. So we're not quite there yet. It's a ways to go.
Yeah, so just kind of being able to see some of this backdrop. This is kind of your east end of Hawaii. It's really good conditions out today. Kalai, I don't think we could have actually asked for a better first day 2 for All Unlimited, because, man, it looks so fun out there. Definitely worth being out here with all the boys and kind of making sure everybody is doing solid. But looks like we definitely have good conditions, Kalai. This is so perfect. This is an east running swell. It's probably about 2 to 3 feet on the east running swell, so it gives you a good chance to get a bump. Maybe not so long, if you will, but enough to keep the boat running about 6 to 8 canoe lengths, and it gives you a chance to recover and keep your line and keep tracking.
And it's not only the conditions, but look at this day. It's a beautiful Hawaiian day. Trade winds are in. The coastline is gorgeous. We've got some clouds in the sky and some sun. It's a nice mix up there. And what a beautiful day to be racing out here on this 15-mile course, going again from Hawaii Kai, leaving Mauna Loa Bay and heading into what is now known as Mauli Ola down there in the Santa Island area. And you're right, Micah. It's not real big out here, but there's plenty to be had as far as surfing.
Man, it is actually looking really fun. I think if you take a little bit higher outside line, you actually will get a lot more swell. So I think you're starting to see a little bit of push as we make our way to Diamond Head. Now, just mind you, we still got about a good 3 miles before we even get towards Diamond Head. So it's going to take about, give or take, about 20 minutes before we see that entry, and we'll kind of see what the direction of the swell is going to do. But it looks so fun right now. I mean, I'm watching this. Guys are catching some good bumps. They're running really, really strong. It's going to be a battle, I think, on this middle pack here, because they all have the same kind of line. But I think if you're outside a little bit, you're probably going to be able to walk on some of these boats. What's
fun is that the level of participation here, even though it's separated between juniors and seniors and all that, these are all pretty darn good paddlers, and the pack hasn't really separated out so much. They're staying kind of tight and seeing a lot. And look who this is. This is our ladies, half of a Tahitian crew.
Yeah, this is the
Angie Dolan's in there.
Team Ade crew right here. Mm-hmm. This is your Wahine Team Ade. This has got Vaimiti Maone in that crew. And it looks like, as well as Angie Dolan.
Angie Dolan, Aloha's steering?
No.
She's...
It looks like Aloha is going to be in seat 3, just holding it down right there.
Vaimiti is stroking?
Yeah, Vaimiti's in 1. In 6 is Vehai. She's part of the Ihilani crew, and right in front of her is Pam Bottler. She raced. She's actually from Florida, but a part of the Ade team here. So they look like they're actually in the lead, I believe, for potentially that women's open. They're not too far behind the open men. So this is your Team Ade women here. Vehai is in seat 6, Pam Bottler in 5. I'm going to get confirmation on seat 4, but 3 is Aloha Eshin, and seat 2 looks like none other than Angie Dolan. Seat 1 is going to be Vaimiti. But if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be Nalani Pierce in seat 4.
I think you're right. What I'm seeing here, too, as we had that follow cam from the back behind this canoe, is that it's not big water. There isn't a big bump to be had, but it's a very consistent, rideable bump, especially in these unlimited canoes. And you can really see the women start to shine in a little bit lighter canoe because they have the power to jump on that bump and keep it running. But you're going to see them be able to stay on. There she is. She catches it. It's not the kind of bumps that you're going to like let off and stop paddling, but it's going to keep this canoe moving at a nice pace the whole way down.
Yeah, I watched them. They were probably about maybe 20 canoe lengths to the boats to their right, and they just started moving on them. And they're like I said, they're on the outside track, and they're absolutely pushing. It's unreal, and it's definitely super, super solid.
And from this perspective too, you can watch, and when these swells come through, you'll see the front of that canoe kind of tilt down and really drop into that wave, and we're seeing a fairly consistent amount of that with these canoes, and so these crews are surfing.
Yeah, and it's just super exciting that the conditions are manageable. It's super reasonable to see all these crews right here battling it out. But I'm excited to see all of this happen because I don't think you could have asked for a better day on the water actually right now, Kalai.
This is definitely, I think, like paddlers' conditions, right?
Yep.
It's something where you're going to have to work and put the effort in the whole way, but there's enough bump that it's going to reward you as you keep going, right? It's not just crazy surfing like steersman only race where you just dropping in and you're taking these long runs, but it's a paddler's kind of race where you're getting rewarded for that effort that your meat and potatoes, your 2, 3, 4 really putting in.
Yeah, and I think everybody can appreciate that, when your whole crew is putting in that effort. But currently, we are kind of tracking with the middle of the pack. I think all the way up front, we can see how Diamond Head looks shortly. But we're again still just about 2.5, 3 miles out from there. It's definitely looking pretty amazing. But right here on screen, looks like we have a Huinalu team just right on screen, as well as.
So we're kind of right off Kahala now. We're going to go back to our visual of the race course quickly and be able to kind of refresh our viewers on where exactly we are in the midst of this race. So we've got our start out of Maunalua Bay there. Maunalua Bay. And we're right about there.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's where we've got still, we've come out, we've got this surf run coming around. Diamond Head is going to be good for a while. And what we're talking about is crews don't want to drop too far inside, down by into Waikiki. They want to stay out and make it all the way past Honolulu Harbor before they really start to drop into the channel, which to the left of your screen, if you can see that big triangle waterway, that's where our race was yesterday. That's near where the finish line is. So as they make this right turn, they don't want to drop too far into the Bay of Waikiki because it's going to be better water outside.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that's why if you track and you get to the Diamond Head buoy, what's going to happen is it kind of sets you off on a much better line here. But as you can see, that was just our pan view. It's kind of curling in, and this is right where we are if you're looking visually. So you see that shot, that's exactly where we are on the map.
So we're not quite at the halfway part, but it might get a little flatter after this, and the way our steersmen are going to try to keep the race as lively as possible is by staying outside a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I mean, when you actually take the opportunity to appreciate how great this course can be, it's just one of those things where if you find the right line, you could absolutely make a lot of coverage on crowds that maybe you sat behind and you couldn't get ahead. But you know what I'm seeing right now? If you guys saw the start was really quick. There's a boat that's red and yellow. It's in the middle of the mix. They were dead last coming out of the harbor. They walked on so many boats.
Was that Ke'okaha?
No, that was Team Ade. That was with Chase Vonderheim, Coco, and Tehotu, as well as man, they're chasing everyone down. It's insane. I'm watching like mastery right now. For those who don't know, Tehotu Dubois, incredible steersman from Tahiti, well known. EDT, Haviki Nui, as well as at one point with Shell. But he's actually steering a mixed Team Ade crew. They have Coco, Hoanui in there, as well as Chase Vonderheim,
Joey's in there.
Alvarez, looks like Scott Boyle, and also Fabio from Brazil is in this race as well.
And again, really props to Ade Tahiti for making the Aloha Aito and this race in particular possible. They were able to make so many of these unlimited V6 Matahinas available for racers. So it's killer. Right now, we're moving up to the lead pack. We were kind of hanging out with the middle folks there, and now we're heading up to the lead and going to kind of see how they navigate the waters coming around Diamond Head by Black Point. When you're doing a Hawaii Kai run, Black Point is kind of like the rally point. Everybody does there, and then they kind of rally up at Black Point and then kind finish that last section where you shoot down into Kaimana. But this is it's going to be fun to see how the top canoes are navigating this little more lively water, and then be able to judge that against how the other crews are coming in following them. And so Diamond Head is always a great place to gauge your Hawaii Kai run. And then again, as we had mentioned before, it's going to change. The conditions are really going to change once you get far enough away from Diamond Head, passing, let's say, Kaimana Beach and the natatorium area, where we're going to expect our crews to stay farther out. Yeah. Again, just having to go outside the Diamond Head buoy, which is, about a good quarter mile or more offshore?
About a little over a quarter mile. And if you actually target a lot of these points, it gives you a good sense of where you should be and how to react. But we're probably...
All right. This looks like Heilani's crew right here. Heilani's men's crew.
Yeah, this is your Heilani's men's crew we're pulling on up to right here. Having a
solid bunch right here.
Awesome race,
Heilani man. We're looking you up right now, fellas.
Yeah, so I believe that's going to be Mahoi Haya. There's Kea Pa'aina in there, as well as Andrew Fessendine, Alan Sue, Lloyd Gagno, and Makani Stanley. That's who I believe is in this canoe. So once we get the number update.
Yeah, that's Kea there in 4. Let's see who else that is. Is that Makani stroking them? I think.
Actually, this might be another Heilani
maybe another Heilani crew.
Yeah, mixed group. It looks like.
Nice paddling by this gang from Heilani. Look at that. Picking up that little bump right there. Nice. Nice work.
Yeah, boys. Having a really good race. They're actually probably, if we could gauge the numbers, they're probably sitting in 4th or 5th place right here. They took they're outside, probably a quarter mile difference from the canoe parallel to them. And they're way on the inside towards Diamond Head. But this crew right here is absolutely taking it on the outside. And I think, like I said, taking the outside run was probably the smartest opportunity, because now you can work with that down swell here, because we have a nice east swell. So straight shot from Diamond Head to Waikiki coming up. But again, we're no more than a mile from the Diamond Head head buoy, looks like, close to that. But right here, having a good run. Looks like This is going to be a good run right here.
We got a nice shot again of that that little GoPro on top of that Are canoe there. And we're back to our Heilani crew. I do believe that is Makani Stanley in 1 and Kea in 2.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
A lot of beef in that boat right there, bro. They put some meat up front, help them drop into the trough.
Yeah, and it's just awesome to see this group right here. They got a bunch of strong brothers in there. They have a really good line. They're battling it out with the Kailua 50s men. That's going to be, again, Kauai Mahoe them all the way on the inside of this crew. But, man, this is actually turning into be a battle.
I wonder where that crew from Wailea is.
Wailea is probably about a quarter mile right in front of us.
Yeah, they're out there.
They opened a quarter mile gap between them. So I believe it's that Wailea and Jimmy's crew, it looked like. Looks like they're the ones that are leading this pack here. And they're about to enter waters that they are very, very familiar with when they get close to Diamond Head. So right here on screen is your Team Ade live GoPro. This is what it looks like live.
Is that Chase in blue there?
Yeah, so we got Chase in seat 3. So seat 1 is Hoanui, Coco. Seat 2 is Fabio. 3 is Chase Vonderheim. 4, I believe this is going to be Scott. And I think 5 is probably going to be Joey Alvarez. And then seat 6 is Tehotu Dubois. But right here on screen is your live. We're trying to give you that live look. Obviously, you can see the water is blasting and pumping on them. But if we look right here, this is your Kailua Masters men here. This is Chris Ruby. It looks like Mr. Shea in there as well. I'm going to get an official on that. Doug Borton and Kauai Mahoe on the backside steering this crew. So, man, solid display here by these guys. They look great. They're probably, if we can give them a number, they're probably running for 4th or 5th place here.
They look great, man. Kauai Mahoe is doing a fantastic job steering them, picking off little bumps here and there. But again, they are probably as much as a quarter mile back from our leaders up there. It looks like we have probably about another 3 canoes out in front of us just off the lighthouse. We are right now where we're working with these crews that you're seeing. We are off Black Point at this time, just outside Doris Dukes. And we have a couple of crews surfing their way out to the Diamond Head buoy right now, and these guys are looking great.
Yeah, it's just solid to see. But even it looks like we have a Team Poo Vai on the inside. Looks like they're from Kauai. They're running a good one. I believe that's Bronson, Iwohi, and crew with Kaina Makua. But I'll get an official. I can't tell. We're a little too far away. But right here on screen, Chris Ruby having an excellent goal. He's got a great pace on the stroke.
Yes.
So keeps the boat running pretty smooth. And
there it
Kauai
is,
giving
one.
some really, really good calls here. They're picking off a lot of good runners, well-informed paddlers right here, and they look strong. These
you can from our camera boat, you can hear Kauai egging them on, telling them when to drive to get on that bump. Here's another one coming. They're going to try to get into.
Yeah, you know what? Right now,
nice motion.
They are actually vying for 4th place, so they're having a good race right here. And they're handling it really, really well. We're probably, again, probably less than a mile from the Diamond Head buoys, where we're going to have to kind of navigate and see what everybody does. Slightly behind them, we've got 2 more Matahinas trying to chase down this 50s crew right here, Kauai Mahoe and gang. Man, just really, really awesome to see these guys putting in all this work. Just a good, fun run for them to get cranking.
All right, so we are off Diamond Head now, making our way just out to the Diamond Head buoy here, where we're going to try to catch up with our leaders, likely be Wailea. I'm not sure. Do you know the name of the crew that Jimmy Austin was steering? That crew looks like they're probably going to be doing really well.
I'm going to give it a check.
We're kind of motoring up right now. You can tell by the speed of the water going by that's in the camera. You're going to see that we're kind of motoring up to the leaders. Very shortly, we're going to be getting to our first couple of boats here, just within another couple of 100 yards. But again, what our lead camera, our leaders are going to be closing in really closely on that Diamond Head buoy, and it looks like, Micah, a couple of them are a little low of the Diamond Head buoy and are having now to make the correction of working their way out to make sure they round outside the Diamond Head buoy right now. So we're gonna catch up with that and see if what's happening out here.
Yeah, you can tell a lot of them took that inside track. They were probably no less than maybe 500 yards off the inside of the shore, but you actually have to come back out and get around the head buoy. But I do believe, based on the conditions, I think it was smarter for those two canoes to come in a little bit on the lighter side. So they pushed in, got way ahead of everyone else, and now they're pushing back out. So they still have to come out.
And here's that course again. So we made that turn, and right there, you see at that that dog leg right there, that's representing the Diamond Head buoy that they have to stay around. And so they're just about this point right here, maybe about halfway through this race. Everything's looking good, but we're going to make sure that they get into that triangle area to your left, which is going to be Ke'ehi Lagoon. So back to the water here. We're edging up on some of our top canoes. I think this is Wailea in orange. That is a crew out of Maui. A couple of their paddlers entered the V1 race yesterday, one of them being Tristan Kaho'okele Santos, who's in 2 today. But they are looking really good. They are currently running in second place. All right, so again, Wailea in orange, just ahead of them in
so this
blue and gray
crew,
canoe that's going to be coming up.
Yeah, that Wailea crew has a Tristan Kohokele, Kikoa Santos, Nalu Sampson, Kevin Duah, Dane Dudois, and then Kikoa Kramer on the back.
All right, and what you're seeing here is a crew that is kind of put together by, I guess Jimmy Austin is steering them. I'm not sure who put this crew together, but maybe it's a Puakea crew, but there's looks like some Lanikai paddlers in there. They look like they're having fun out there. We just passed the current line, and Jimmy Boy is driving them to this buoy where he's going to take a nice right-hand turn.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, these two crews are battling each other. It's going to be a good battle here. They have probably opened up a quarter-mile lead between them and 3, 4, and 5.
Micah, what's going to happen here is he's going to take this right turn and line himself up almost perfectly up. It hit the buoy. All right, I think our drone just hit the buoy. But that crew with Jimmy Austin steering is going to be
currently we're just kind of flipping around. We're trying to track all of these crews, but what's pretty amazing is we're watching these guys come around the Diamond Head buoy. They're gonna take this shot around the Diamond Head buoy. As you can see, it's been pretty bumpy here because it is absolutely right now. You got a boat in.
We're doing a little bit of buoy drone retrieval here, but right now we're hanging out at the Diamond Head buoy. We've had a little bit of the buoy tried to intercept our drone.
Yeah, no, it's super. Hey, you're never a dull moment.
These things
with
happen.
Us. But right now we are at Diamond Head. It is absolutely.
It's rocking out here.
It's rocking.
This is a nice run.
This is where it's all about, right here. This is where we get the opportunity to see that. to me, it's going to be a great time. If we could go ahead and thank all of our sponsors, this is the perfect time for us. We're going to actually regroup. We might try to catch back up with the leaders, but if we can go ahead and take it to a couple of commercials, we'll be right back. Thank all of our sponsors. Ke'ehi Capital for bringing us this race live and direct. We're at the Diamond Head Buoy. Come back in. We're going to see all the action.
We got to film this, bro.
Yeah, we got to film it.
Ke'ehi Capital, Are Tahiti, Kupanaha for Met, Nico's Pier 38, Ocean Paddler TV, and these great supporters.
There are places on this planet where the sunset truly outdoes itself. Where music is as constant as the urge to be barefoot. Where you're welcomed with love, respect, and a soundtrack. Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. Come be here.
If you live in the islands, your keiki or teen are no stranger to ocean sports. But have they tried outrigger paddling? With roots in Polynesia, people journey from island to island in canoes. There's nothing like the thrill of being at one with the water. Keiki and teens will meet new friends, gain a feeling of accomplishment, and have a lot of fun. And parents will be proud, cheering on their every effort. Outrigger paddling is easy to learn, and you can enjoy it your whole life. They'll experience ohana va'a, being part of the outrigger family, with role models like Hawaiian kupuna, Uncle Kimokeo. It's time to test the waters. Let Are Tahiti find you a club or a coach to help your keiki take this inspiring journey.
In real estate, every decision counts. Success comes to those who move fast, think smart, and take action. Ke'ehi Capital is Hawaii's top private lender, offering the most aggressive financing solutions nationwide. Built for experienced investors, ready to scale. We fund opportunities, fuel growth, and help turn your next deal into your best deal. Don't wait. Book your free consultation today and take your investments to the next level.
Happiness is being in the water and finishing up at Nico's. Come on down to Nico's Pier 38. Fresh fish, plenty poke, ono local plates, ice cold drinks, and live music every day. 3 locations to celebrate a day well spent with good friends and good grinds at Nico's. Zone Media is proud to be celebrating 20 years of Hawaiian Extreme Sports TV, Hawaii's leading action sports program. 10 years of Ocean Paddler TV, dedicated to perpetuating the sport and culture of paddling. And 5 years of What's Up, the world of stand-up paddling. Our groundbreaking and cutting-edge live broadcasts have made paddling and surfing spectator sports, showcasing Hawaii's heritage to the rest of the world. Zone Media is the world's leader in Hawaii-based action programming. Let us help you grow your business or sporting event. All right, welcome back to Aloha Aito 6, Day 2. This is our 6-man unlimited race from Maunalo Bay down into Mauli Ola, and right now we are with 3rd place. This is Big Island Junior Va'a, and these young men are crushing it. Yeah. They got a nice mojo going on here. They are doing really well. They came around that Diamond Head Buoy just now, and they're working their way down across. That is Waikiki, and you're going to be seeing the natatorium off their nose very shortly. Micah, they look like they're doing good.
Yeah, they're doing great. Right there, stroking in that seat 1, I believe that's going to be Marcus Lizarraga, raced yesterday as well.
Mm-hmm.
They got Sig Konohia. Looks like they might even have pulled in somebody from the outside. They have a non-replacement, but Kanalu, Balanga,
all right, Kanalu,
Ke'ehi Aloha, and Kalaiho. And it looks like probably Hakayini. But I do know that, again, this is your Big Island Junior Va'a boys. They're having a really good race here. They're actually, in third place. They've put on about probably close to a quarter mile between them and fourth place.
Yeah, they are looking really smooth today. Congrats to this crew of young Hammers from the Big Island, mixed in with a couple of friends there. But nice race, nice, very smooth run they got going on. We've had a couple of aerial challenges,
yes,
so to speak, but we've recovered, and we're hoping to get our bird back up in the air. But for right now, this is going to be the coverage is from Boat 1. Which is the camera boat that you're seeing right here.
Yeah, super good run right here by these junior boys. These Big Island Junior boys have, they're paddling the ERC, a boat built by Will Rankenstein.
Nice.
It's the Malama. They're actually having a solid run right now. They managed to kind of pick off some really good angles coming out of the Diamond Head buoy. So that's them, guys. They're kind of closing in on the natatorium to the right. They're just entering the early parts of Waikiki. But as we make our way back to the front, you can see this is how big the gap is between first and second and third place.
Yeah, first, second, and third is probably, I would say, a good 400 to 500 yards, and then behind them,
yep,
behind third place is at about another quarter mile as well.
Yep.
So third place is kind of evenly spaced between second and fourth, but fourth through maybe like seventh or eighth place looks like there's a nice grouping. We'll check in with them a little later, but right now we're gonna head up front and see this battle going on right now between Team Wailea in orange that you've seen on your screen right there. In the background of them, that's going to be Alawai Boat Harbor that you're seeing. If you can kind of figure that angle, and it's going to tell you that we're just off of Waikiki at this point right there, basically straight outside of the natatorium.
Yeah, so these Wailea boys right here, we've got, again, Tristan Koakele in there, Kikoa Santos, Nalu Sampson, Kevin Dudois, Dane Dudois, and Kikoa Kramer. Man, they're having a good race as well. They're also racing the Malama. Definitely a good time to watch this crew, as the Wailea crew is won back-to-back at Queen's Race recently. They also had an excellent race during this year's Molokai. So just all-around great group of paddlers. They are definitely in sync. All of them repping and paddling with their Palafamala paddles there.
What I like about this crew is that we've been able to see them mature and change personnel and over the years. This was the basis of that original Primo crew that maybe at least about 10 years ago was kind of dominating out of Maui. They centered themselves back around Wailea Canoe Club. Some guys graduated, should we say. They got some new blood in there, but they're keeping the push on. One of the constants here has been Kikoa Kramer, their steersman. He was the young boy back in the day, and now he's the older statesman kapena of this crew, but he does a great job not only steering but running this group of young men, and they've continued to kind of reinvent themselves as a nucleus throughout the years. And just ahead of them, we're going to try to catch up with this next crew that's part of over here with Jimmy Austin.
Yeah, check out this back shot right here as they, again, make their way into the mid-heart of Waikiki. Slightly to the right is, looks like we've got Princess Kaiulani and the Royal Hawaiian. Man, these guys have definitely tried to keep the pressure on, as just in front of them, it looks like we've got Jimmy's team just slightly ahead, probably no more than 6 boat lengths or 8 boat lengths, and it's a battle right here, because now it's kind of a little bit more of a grind. Kind of have to just keep putting on. The bumps are still happening. We still got great texture. It's still east. It's still pushing right behind, but Kikoa's having a great race at seat 1, just holding an unreal pace for them to keep up. But right here, as you can see, as we pan closer, we've got Jimmy's crew just right in front of them.
Yeah, just a couple of boat lengths right in front of them. And this is the tender boat for the submarines, yeah? That dive the wreck out here.
Yep, that looks like it. But as we wrap around here, we've got Jimmy's crew. Let me get you that name. So we've got actually a mix in there. It looks like we've got Moihao Pae, and then also we've got Aaron Norris, Sean Havens, Nick Fody, Raven Pokini, and of course Jimmy sitting in 6. But again, that's Lanikai Canoe Club right here, leading the pack, winning currently. So Lanikai just hammering it right now. They're actually paddling a Puakea Malolo in this unlimited division, all unlimited division race. And man, they're just having an awesome race. They're probably, again, no more than 5 to 6 canoe lengths ahead of Wailea. So this is going to be a battle, Kalai.
Yeah,
The
real competition is right here. They're not letting up. Jimmy's a great steersman. You know, he comes to the canoe with a lot of energy. He's constantly driving his crew, trying to get them to jump on the next bump in front, but don't write off that Wailea crew behind them. They are certainly within striking distance for how much race we've got left. So again, a beautiful backdrop for this race outside. You can see the slopes of Diamond Head, Le'ahi over there to your right, the Kapahulu area in the middle there, and of course all our skyscrapers there in Waikiki. But these guys are probably about 2/3 of the way through this race, at least at this point.
Yeah, I would say definitely more than halfway. We finally have kind of hit the heart of Waikiki and moving in towards Ala Moana. You know, and as we push in, it's not much further to the finish. So, man, just looking really good. Probably, I would say no more than 40 minutes or so, and we should be hitting into the finish. So kind of a quick race with that kind of conditions allows you to keep the pressure on, keep the pace moving. These guys are flying, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, these guys are flying. Again, we've got Moihao sitting in seat 1. This is your Lanikai crew right here. Just having a good race. All right, yeah, so right here on screen, sitting seat 1, this is your Lanikai Canoe Club. They're winning this race currently. Right behind them, no more than 5 to 6 boat lengths behind, is the Wailea boys trying to chase down Jimmy Austin, Aaron Norris, Moihao, Nick Fody. I believe
this was some of that same bunch that they put together to use for this last year's Hawaii Kinui.
Yeah.
And that's how I think Jimmy gets in the picture here. This is kind of that same bunch, right? And just behind them in pink, you saw the iconic Royal Hawaiian Hotel. So kind of giving you an idea where we are.
Yeah, I was also missing Sean Havens as well as Raven Bukini in there. But yeah, just really great paddling right now. These boys are handling it very strong right now. They're definitely moments where Wailea can actually gain on them as we get closer to Ala Moana. But after Ala Moana, it kind of gets a little bit sticky, meaning the water has moments where the conditions and currents pull back out and come back in. But hopefully we'll be able to kind of see where other paddlers are at. But right now, these are your 2 leaders. We've again got the Lanikai crew right here in 1 and Wailea in 2nd place.
Beautiful work going on out here. Our apologies. We've had some complications with our drone there, and so might not be able to have much coverage from the skies for the rest of this morning. But right now we are going to hang out with the leaders here and see and just appreciate the kind of effort they're putting in the water here and how they can surf and find these little bumps heading down through Waikiki.
They're definitely taking advantage of every little bump that they get, because you can see right now.
Yeah, Jimmy's working them for sure.
We still got a good 2-foot swell behind them. Kind of keeps it running. This is, again, still our downhead portion of this race. Crews definitely trying to get that opportunity to throw down and see where they place. But what a great condition for today. This is the All Unlimited Canoe Race, sponsored and supported by Ke'ehi Capital. We are just so fortunate to be here on the water to see this race and catch all of this action. As right now
we're going to drop back and just kind of dissect what we're seeing on the screen here. This is our second place crew from Wailea. Again, Cole Kramer in the back there. I think that's
Kikoa in 1.
Tristan in 2.
Tristan in 2. Looks like Nalu as well.
And so really I think one of the great things is to appreciate about this crew that I like the way they paddle. All a bunch of really fit, strong-looking guys, but they put a lot of body into it. Look at how much they're leaning forward, driving off. And what you can't see is what's happening in the canoe with the leg and the hip and the drive and where the power is coming from. And you can see that in their paddling for sure. The other one is how they're going to pick up a little bit to catch a bump when it's available.
Yeah, so here we go. We're going to get a little bit more of that wind swell, that wind direction to start kind of pushing in on us. Man, these junior Va'a boys, though, they're kind of still hanging in there.
Yep.
They're no more than 400 yards away, and they're just trying to chase these top tier men right now. As you can see, they're just having an excellent race. This is a great opportunity to get some distance in, as in Hawaii we're getting ready for some regatta races. Most of our preseason is probably no more than 6 miles to 10 miles long.
Right.
So this is a great time to at least get one in the books, race your unlimited boat.
And that's, again, a shot back from where we are with second place Wailea. And what you're seeing is Big Island Junior Va'a in the distance there. Not so far back. They're not really that far back. And so it's good to see these young bunch of lions try to attack this crew over here in their tiger canoes, like lions and tigers over here.
Yeah, I believe they're paddling again that Malama. So we have kind of got your Puakea canoe up in the front. We've got 2 Malamas in second and third holding in really strong here, but looking really good here. Again, this is your Wailea boys in second. That junior crew is made up of Marcus Lizaraga, Sig Konohia, Hakaini, Huiti, but I think he was not in that crew. Kainalu, Balanga, Uakea, Kealoha, and Kalaiho. So I think there might have been a crew list change, because I don't think I saw him.
Right. And that last 6 that Micah called out, that's for our third place boat.
Yep.
Right now you're looking at our second place boat. We're panning forward to first place. Right there, that is the Lanikai guys. Much of the team that was there for the Hawaii Kinui race earlier this year.
Yeah. But absolutely, just, again, really good conditions for us. A great opportunity for us to get this Hawaii Kai run going. We were just so excited that we were able to have this opportunity to kind of give you the feel of the conditions of what's happening today. But a really fast race because we had some great conditions. So we had a 10:10 start. We're actually 1 hour in, and I think we're going to close this race off in no more than half an hour. We're going to finish really shortly.
Want us to stay out here and watch all these crews come in about midway? There's a big group, we follow them in.
Right now, kind of tracking these two front leading crews, because they've separated probably more than a quarter mile between third and eighth place. But the pack in the middle is definitely a lot closer. As you can see right now, we've got the Lanikai crew just still pounding and hammering it down. we're probably no more than 25 minutes away from the finish. We're closing in really quickly here as they have already made the front portion of Ala Moana, and there in your background you can kind of see where kind of iconic places, surfing spots. This is getting really exciting because we're gonna see if the Wailea boys can actually pick off this crew, because they've finally opened up about maybe a 10 boat gap. So
in your estimation, Michael, would you say they're growing the gap between 1 and 2, or is Wailea closing down?
No, it looks like Lanikai has actually opened it up a little bit more.
Okay.
Probably maybe 2 or 3 more canoe lengths. They've definitely kind of made way. I think right now we're seeing Lanikai just looks really, really strong. I don't think they're going to let up, because we've got less than 4.5 miles before we get to that entrance.
Again, you're looking at that orange canoe there, the Tigers from Wailea. They got a driving that crew is Cole Kramer, and they have a nice steady pace. It is possible for them to put the attack on right now and gun down this Lanikai crew, but right now it looks like Lanikai, as Micah had said, is not only holding their lead but growing it by a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Having the amount of time that they get to paddle together, the same crews, same everything, you can see that
totally matters.
Both crews are having excellent races. They've been racing together for quite some time. We know the Wailea boys have been together for a handful of years now, and they're close circle. They have a strong brotherhood, but as well as just looks like a good connection in there. And with that, this boat is actually performing extremely well. They have a great shot at still being able to catch this boat number 1, because we're coming into just outside of Waikiki into Ala Moana.
Shucks, I want to say they closed it back up a little bit.
Yeah, they look like they took a little bit more of an inside route. Maybe got a little bit more of that run coming down into this little harbor here, because we're going to get up to the likes of great surfing areas such as Kaiser Bowls, Ala Moana side. They just passed that, 3s, 4s, just really good surf spots on the inside of there for all of our viewers. But as we make our way to Honolulu Harbor, we're actually making our entrance near where we had our race yesterday. So as we can see, maybe we'll be able to pull up a map to see almost the distance that we're getting at. We're probably just about to enter near Honolulu Harbor, not too far away. So
yeah, we're just outside of Ala Moana Beach Park at this moment with the leaders. So you're going to see on our map here, we've made our way from Honolulu Bay, made that right turn at Diamond Head, and now we're right about there.
Yeah, so we're closing up, guys. We're no more than 3 miles to the finish probably. So they've covered over 10 miles of ground as of right now, and we're still pushing in to kind of close out this race. We're just driving back and forth with the 2 first canoes, first and second. On screen is, again, your Wailea crew.
Oh, Wailea, I'm sorry, Lanikai just caught a nice little bump right there coming in. It was like a groundswell. I think that same bump is about to hit our gang from Maui.
And right now, Lanikai just on a couple of runners right here in the inside. Lanikai is just pushing on. Here's another little bump. So these are, every time we get near
Watch
harbors,
Jimmy drive them right here. Yep.
So anytime we get near like a harbor entrance, it kind of gives you like this vacuum where the current has to push in. And so when that groundswell pushes in and gets closer to land and there's a good reef line, it kind of gives you that nice little bump there. So they got a couple really good ones just now. But yeah, just looking super strong. Having a really good race is going to be your Lanikai men.
And just inside of them, you'll be able to see Kiwalos. Kewalo Harbor right there. We're coming up onto Kewalo. As Mike had mentioned, there's a harbor entrance. There's going to be a bit of boat traffic here. There's going to be some buoys going by, and then we'll be into the Kaka'ako area of this coastline, just outside of the famous body surfing beach, Point Panic. And so that's the area we're coming up on right now, but currently just outside of, I would say, maybe like concessions, or outside approaching Kewalo Surf Break.
Yeah, just this whole location and this whole stretch on the south side of Oahu is, just really, really good waters when this time of year.
And here they go again. You see that right there, picking up.
So just super happy to kind of be able to give these paddlers an opportunity to do this Hawaii Kai downwind, and then come in here and just kind of grind it out as we get closer to Honolulu Harbor. But on screen, just really good race. Lanikai, once again, just kind of proving their pretty strong dominance in the six-man, as they've definitely boosted up their paddling crew, and right now just having a strong race.
Shucks, I wonder if this means that Jimmy's going to paddle Lanikai this year.
Go ahead and turn it to a commercial break as we go ahead and get you caught up, but we'll stay tuned and see you guys when we get back.
The Rudderless Hawaii Wa'a All Unlimited V6 race, in conjunction with Kanaka Ikaika, is presented by Duke's Waikiki, Keko Capital, Are Tahiti, Kupanaha for Met, Nico's Pier 38, Ocean Paddlers TV, and these great supporters.
There are places on this planet where the sunset truly outdoes itself. Where music is as constant as the urge to be barefoot. Where you're welcomed with love, respect, and a soundtrack. Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. Come be here.
If you live in the islands, your keiki or teen are no stranger to ocean sports. But have they tried outrigger paddling? With roots in Polynesia, people journey from island to island in canoes. There's nothing like the thrill of being at one with the water. Keiki and teens will meet new friends, gain a feeling of accomplishment, and have a lot of fun. And parents will be proud, cheering on their every effort. Outrigger paddling is easy to learn, and you can enjoy it your whole life. They'll experience ohana wa'a, being part of the Outrigger family, with role models like Hawaiian kupuna, Uncle Kimokeo. It's time to test the waters. Let Are Tahiti find you a club or a coach to help your keiki take this inspiring journey.
In real estate, every decision counts. Success comes to those who move fast, think smart, and take action. Keiko Capital is Hawaii's top private lender, offering the most aggressive financing solutions nationwide. Built for experienced investors, ready to scale. We fund opportunities, fuel growth, and help turn your next deal into your best deal. Don't wait. Book your free consultation today and take your investments to the next level.
Happiness is being in the water and finishing up at Nico's. Come on down to Nico's Pier 38. Fresh fish, plenty poke, Ono local plates, ice cold drinks, and live music every day. 3 locations to celebrate a day well spent with good friends and good grinds at Nico's. Zone Media is proud to be celebrating 20 years of Hawaiian Extreme Sports TV, Hawaii's leading action sports program. 10 years of Ocean Paddler TV, dedicated to perpetuating the sport and culture of paddling. And 5 years of What's Up, the world of stand-up paddling. Our groundbreaking and cutting-edge live broadcasts have made paddling and surfing spectator sports, showcasing Hawaii's heritage to the rest of the world. Zone Media is the world's leader in Hawaii-based action programming. Let us help you grow your business or sporting event. All right, welcome back to our live coverage of Day 2 of the Aloha Aito, the V6 Unlimited race. And right here is our leader. This is, I guess, Lanikai Canoe Club with Jimmy Austin steering them. And these guys are doing a great job heading down the coastline here, picking off every little bump. And it looks to me, Micah, that the water is actually kind of running with them. It doesn't seem to be like holding them back one bit.
No, this is, again, just a pure east wind, east swell direction. So, I mean, anytime it's east going all the way in, they're going to have something behind them the whole way. So kind of one of those actual true downwinds, you know, like not every time you get the opportunity to have that. So I'm sure they're digging it. I'm sure they're happy because these guys are flying. We're less than an hour and 15 minutes into the race.
Wow.
And they're like closing in. Again, we're only 20 minutes out from the finish. Slightly, if you pan a little bit to the left, you'll actually hear that.
You'll hear Jimmy kind of talking him through it, yeah?
Yeah, you can hear a little bit of the calls, small little pickups, small bumps. He's like, okay, let's keep pushing. So it's just pure connection in that boat right now because they are having a solid race. That's going to be, again...
Moihao up front?
Yeah, Moihao up front, as well as... it looks like Aaron Norris, Sean Havens, Nick Fody, Raven Pocchini, and then Jimmy Austin. Again, this crew just dialed in, man. Having a great race. This is exactly where our turn buoy was for yesterday's V1 course. Crazy difference a one day could do because the V1s, they probably had about 10 times more wind than we do today.
Was quite a bit.
It was
definitely quite a bit.
I will tell you, I think there's been a good separation, probably closer to maybe 10 boat lengths or 12 boat lengths between 1 and 2. So your first and second place. And, we do have running a production off of our boat here. We're able to kind of keep boat 1 camera locked into these first 2. We do have drone coverage. We will be post-dating the live race, if you will, of all of our crews coming across this channel and then finishing. So we're just stay tuned, guys. We're trying to cover best we can. We do have 1 media boat. Unfortunately, with kind of getting the permits and running all those things, there's a lot of logistics. So we're just trying to bring to you as much coverage as you can. But what a great opportunity to be out here on the water.
Of course, hey, Micah, it's always a challenge being able to do a live broadcast from the ocean. Like you mentioned, 1 boat today. We had our drone up and going. Our drone decided to take a break on top of the Diamond Head buoy.
Yep.
Somehow landed there. It's a lot better than being at the bottom of the ocean. We retrieved it, but unfortunately right now we're not able to bring live from the drone, but we're still recording, and all of it will be edited down into another great show on Ocean Paddler TV, which will be showing in the next couple of months, all focused around the Aloha Aito Day 1 and Day 2, of course, happening today, where we have this good, fun V6 Unlimited run from Mauna Bay, Hawaii Kai, all the way into Hawaii Kai. But maybe we'll pull up a little forward with our first boat. We'll pull up a bit and watch. They're just getting into a section where there's some surf.
There's definitely perfect bumps happening right now. It's definitely the exact direction that you would want to have some of that swell pushing along. It gives you still an opportunity to keep running the swell on the inside. And I think Jimmy is doing a great job because he's actually working the inside where the reef will run. So you can actually just keep pulling some kind of current and some kind of push on every single wave.
They're doing a great job of holding this pace coming into what is going to be sort of the last stretch of this race, picking up there, getting a nice bump. But kind of focus, if you can, on what our stroker there, Moihao, is doing. A very experienced paddler. You're going to see him add pressure, add to it when there's time for them to drop in and catch a little bump, and then he'll kind of back off and rest, give his guys a chance to kind of settle in. Looks like they got the command to take a little break there. Everybody kind of shaking off a little bit of that lactic acid and getting right back to it.
Yeah, they probably now are probably closer to more like 20 boat lengths ahead now. They're a good distance away, but Wailea is not too far behind. They definitely are still trying to hunt them down as we just passed Honolulu Harbor. We've probably got no more than 2 miles to get towards the entry of Kalihi Channel and then back into Mauliola. So again, Mauna Lua Bay to Mauliola, man, what an epic day. Great racing, great water, great opportunity to see all of these paddlers out here. But I think mostly it's just an opportunity for the experience to kind of get out, test some of the water. Some of these paddlers are from off island. We've got Big Island, Maui, we've got Kauai. Just here kind of having a good opportunity to race on our Oahu waters. But I know a handful of the racers have never done a Hawaii Kai run, Kalai. So, I mean, why not? Get out here, sure. Experience it, because it is a great run. But this is a perfect test for you. 15 miles, unlimited and iron. It's great.
It's definitely no easy race, but it's not crazy grueling. For instance, a Queen Liliuokalani race on the Kona coast of the Big Island is about 18 miles. It's a little short of that. This, I would say, is a lot more opportunity for surf, probably a little bit better course. But now you're looking at the fact that they're in all unlimited, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think, and for us, a Hawaii Kai run pretty much ends at Kaimana Beach.
Right.
And that's about 8 miles.
Right.
So this is probably just shy of double that with this little bit extra distance here. And so as we've been seeing here with Jimmy Austin and Kekoa Kramer, your better steersmen will be able to find those bumps and allow these paddlers to surf down the coast.
And then as you see where our first place is, Lanikai Canoe Club, just slightly in front of you where this is. This is the small inlet that the OC1s are going to have to go through. So there's a race coinciding with us. They're actually going to be...
They finish here? They go through here?
They're going to be going through this small little channel.
Are they marking it?
Yeah, so you can see there's like a flag right on the inside, but this isn't the channel that we're going in. We're going to be going into the bigger channel back to where the exit was during the Aloha Aito. But, I mean... I definitely have gone through here through other preseason races. And
I wish them the best.
I mean, it is an interesting a route to go because it's got reef and blocking and an old broken down like a pier, if you will, in that area. So
there's old like military concrete bunkers
not
and
for
stuff
the
there
faith
from
of heart,
World War
man.
II. I hope they all make it to shore with their rudders attached.
Yeah, but looking extremely, extremely comfortable right here in the lead. I will go out and say I do not think they're going to actually, I don't think.
Yeah, I think they're opening up the gap on Wailea here a little bit. And there's, like you mentioned, there's probably just about a mile, if that, left in this course, coming into the harbor entrance there, taking it right down the beach.
As you can see, we're kind of right now mixing up with the OC1s that were taking the outside track. So you can see right now we've got OC1s coming across. They're trying to make it through the race, but they're trying to direct the six-mans to go in through the other channel, making sure we don't coincide with this race happening right here. So this is the small channel. You can enter here or that small little opening, but it looks like they set the buoy just in case so people don't get lost. But if I was racing, a lot of times what I end up doing on an OC1, I take that small little inlet. But right here you can see us back with our first crew. You can see the swell. It's absolutely fun if you're going to turn in, but there's still a long ways to go to get to the 6 mile marker. Once they hit the 6 mile, the 6 this number 6 marker buoy, they'll turn right on that and make their way back into Kalihi Channel. So almost back in.
Yeah, and Jimmy Austin loves this. He loves just kind of hanging right on the edge of the surf line and trying to pull any energy he can off of this. He's no stranger to this water. Very experienced steersman. He does this kind of thing off of the Tongs area, off of Diamond Head all the time. So he's just kind of trying to find whatever he can to surf away from Wailea. Hopefully he doesn't gamble too much, but what he's got going in his favor today is that it is a very small swell. He's not going to be worried about big rogue waves coming his way, and the water is clean. He can see the depth pretty easily, and he got a hammer crew that can get him out of the way or in the way as he might want.
Yeah, so right now we're getting near the marker, so the red marker buoy. This is where we actually turned back in yesterday for our long course for the Aloha Aito V1 race. But right here, just following Lanikai, we see them actually pulling away from number 2 Wailea. So right here, Lanikai making their way to the channel marker buoy. They'll make a right-hand turn. Then they're actually going to work their way back into the channel, circle around the inside of Mokuea, and actually finish right-hand, right in front of Mauliola. So, man, what a great race, Kalai. This was
fun course, man.
Fun course, good opportunity to get out there, give a chance for all the unlimiteds to start racing against each other. But perfect time to have it. Hopefully we don't have any big wells in the channel again like yesterday. That was insane.
That was pretty cool. I was ready for a V1 to be lifted out of the water on the back of a whale.
Man, it was crazy how close they were. But right here, just having a really, really good race.
This crew kind of stretching it out, kind of feeling their way into this turn. I'm sure their Kapena has them not really worried so much about the crew behind them, running their own race. And then once they are able to turn down inside, I'll be excited to see if they'll get some surfing heading down into this channel.
Yeah, so again, we're no more than, at this point, less than a mile from our finish line. We're going to turn over here on this red buoy marker. So it's going to be this, we usually call it the number 4 or the number 6. Nobody really knows. But
there's no number?
This is going to be the red marker buoy. So to me, I always known it as the 6, but
it has a 6 on it.
Okay, so there we go.
All the red ones are even, all the green ones are odd.
So right here's your right-hand turn, right here on this buoy. We're at the home stretch, guys. We're about to finish this up. Home stretch. Boys are going to take it in.
Yeah, and right here they'll be able to start to surf again. It'll be fun. And there they go. Nice. Here comes
So right here we've got, again, Lanikai already turned on the red marker.
And that's Wailea right there.
Wailea not too far behind. There was a opening of the gap going into Honolulu Harbor. So right now you can see that Wailea is trying to chase them down, but looks like they might not be able to catch them at this point. Lanikai has definitely got the command right now, but anything can happen on any given race, so we'll see what it looks like as we close in.
You never know. Cole Kramer might sew together a couple of bumps, and it'll be good to go.
Then you're within striking distance all over again, so we'll see. But right now we've got, again, 1, 2, and 3. In third place, we've got that junior Va'a crew slightly behind us. So, man, this is, again, just really good, awesome conditions for us.
We're going to hang here for just a moment at this turn buoy, wait for our third place crew from Big Island Junior Va'a, and watch them be able to make this turn.
Yeah, so right now we've got the 2 open men's crews. We've got Lanikai that just rounded out their turn, and they're heading back in. They're no less than a mile away. Wailea is closely behind. We're going to catch a little bit of this junior crew. This is going to be your first junior crew. This is your Big Island Junior Va'a. They are currently in third, and they were not that far behind. We're about to see them. We're tacked up pretty close. Probably no more than less than a quarter mile. I would say about 400 yards gap. So we were super fortunate to get that. So here's their 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, we're going to be able to kind of catch them right here, just slightly in front of us. This is, again, your junior crew right here. This is your Big Island Junior Va'a. Man, these kids are having a blast. This is boat number 889 there. But as you can see, these boys had a great race right here.
Nice smooth paddling from these young men from the Big Island. They practice all out of the Kona Coast. That's Kanalu Palanga over there in 3. They really have put together a great program there for junior boys, and these kids are killing it. They're dedicated to the sports all year long. They're grabbing kids from all over the island for this program, and they are doing a great job out here.
Yeah, it looks like Marcus, Lizaraga, Kalaiho, looks like Sig, Konohia, Uakea, Kealoha, and then, of course, Kanalu Balanga. But try to check, but it says Hakaini, making sure that was them. I'm sorry if we couldn't get the list before we got out on the water, but I believe Hakatini might actually be in 2. So that's Hakatini in 2 there, and Marcus Lizaraga in 1. So these boys having a great race. That's your Big Island Junior Va'a boys, just crushing the course. So well done, well done.
The surf run is right over there. See along this? They're going to surf right there. That's going to be the exciting part of this race to watch. Turn. Take it right over there before that red buoy. All of these guys are going to fade into the right over there, and they're going to catch bumps. If we're going to wait somewhere, it should be there. Do we have anybody live on the beach? All right, so we're back. We're just kind of figuring out where it is. We're just trying to figure out where it is, and we're going to be staging ourselves for the rest of these canoes that are coming in. And there's a cool little surf run right here just before you go to Mokawea. It's about halfway down this channel, and a lot of these steersmen, they're going to know to fade right, hit that shallow reef, and catch a small bump going in there. And so I think if we kind of stage ourselves, we'll be able to see all of these crews coming in and be able to watch some cool surfing action. Yeah.
So here we go again. We've got your 1, 2, 3. At this point, we know that Lanikai is about to take the last turn. They're going to be finishing. They're probably going to finish first in no less than 5 minutes. They'll be there, followed by the Wailea crew that's right in front of, right behind them. So again, Lanikai, Wailea is just absolutely having a great race. And then right here, your Big Island Junior Va'a boys that we have on your screen. We're going to hang out here kind of in this channel, check on all of our crews that are coming in. Just an exciting race. We did have, again, just our live feed with our drone. We couldn't keep it up and running. We're running off of one boat here for the media side.
One camera. But it's kind of cool. This is a little surf run right in here. You can see how just inside of them it's really shallow, that breaking wave. Usually there's enough swell energy hitting right off of that shelf, and most paddlers know that the water kind of really runs at that break between shallow and deep right there, and so they're going to try to pick this off. But this is a cool little area to follow canoes right up until this spot before Mokawea Island. Nice shot of Diamond Head in the background there.
Yeah, right on. These
Great
boys,
performance by these boys.
Are solid.
So Marcus Lizaraga is actually from the island of Kauai. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. From Kauai.
So he jumped in with this Big Island crew.
Yeah, these boys kind of created a good relationships over the last couple of years, especially with a lot of the different Va'a races that were happening. You know, with IVF sprints. The boy in 2, I believe, is Hakatini Huiti. He's actually from Tahiti. They're here racing for Aloha Aito, but they've been going to Big Island on and off and traveling and keeping up with each other. But they put together this crew. They're running it. Solid group of boys having a great race here. Just looking solid, great connection to each other right now. I don't know how much time they get to train with each other, because knowing that both boys in 1 and 2 are not living on Big Island, but seem like they pieced it all together pretty good. So what a great race, great opportunity for us to get a lot of this live coverage here for you today. But we're looking forward to seeing more of our crews coming across, because right now there's about 7 canoes turning on our buoy number 6 on the right-hand turn coming into the main channel. After that, it's a home stretch, no more than 10 minutes before they hit the finish line. So super excited to bring some more live coverage. Just a shout out to Greg Okamoto. So he dropped off this shirt to me as he's like, I was like, it's perfect. I don't need to get sunburned. Don't need to put sunscreen on. We'll take it, you know.
Adapt to the sunny conditions here, but we're going to hang kind of in this little area and watch crews as they're coming by. So as you have seen already, we've had our top 3 come by. 2 in the open men division. That was going to be Lanikai and Wailea Canoe Clubs. Lanikai, of course, from the east side of Oahu here. Wailea from, I guess that would be southwest side, Maui. Sort of. And then, of course, Big Island Junior Va'a. So what I think is so cool about that is, hey, we get Oahu representation.
Yep.
We get some Maui guys there. Big Island. We got Marcus Lizaraga from Kauai. And so it's really been a good, fun playground for paddlers from all over the state. We got a couple Tahitians in there, Moehao, and Takitini. So kind of cool to get everybody in there. We're going to go back out just a little bit here, catch up with our 4th, 5th, 6th place canoes. I think there's the bunchings are starting to get tighter. Yeah. We're going to see some really cool battles of what's going on. And so kind of cool to be able to bring you guys this. Again, we're not going to follow them all the way into the finish line just yet. We're going to kind of hang out here for a bit, and then maybe when we get about middle pack, we'll see what's going to happen here. But hey, as promised, there's some battles happening right here. We're going to bring them to you right now. This that just went through, I think what you're seeing right there is the Heilani.
That's the Heilani boys, yep.
Heilani boys. There's a lot of 40 pluses in there. That crew, even some 50 pluses, I think, with Ke'ehi. That crew is currently running in 4th place, probably 3rd overall in open men. 4th overall, 3rd open men.
Yeah, that was going to be Mahoe, Haya, Ke'ehi, Andrew President, Alan Sue, Lloyd Gano, and McCunny Stanley.
And right behind us, we got another grouping of 3 canoes. So this is going to be, what you're seeing is the top 7.
Yeah, this one right here is going to be on screen. We got, it looks like this is a rudderless team on the closest to us in the white and blue and yellow, and then outside of them is going to be another crew. We'll try to get an update on who that crew is, but I believe that's going to be the 50s Kailua.
From Kailua, yeah.
So that's Kauai Mahoe, and then right here on the inside is going to be your rudderless team, Adam Hawkins. You got seat 1 Kikoa Ulencia. We got Marcellus Gilmer, Jesse Board in seat 3. We've got Nick in seat 4. Seat 5 is going to be Ben. And seat 6, Kikoa Poki. Man,
this is going to be a battle right here.
Right here. This is going to be
then just
awesome.
Outside of them in this white and orange, this is our gang from, was it Kauai?
Yeah, this is your Kauai crew. Looks like this is the Pu'uvai gang. But I will tell you, those boys right there with the white, blue, and yellow, that's an all-novice crew. These guys is handling it. What an epic race for them. They should be pretty proud of themselves as they're battling with some of the best right here. You've got the 50s, Chris Ruby and Kauai Mahoe with their gang. But right here in
going to be coming onto your screen right here in white and orange. This is a gang of paddlers from the island of Kauai. We're going to call up their names right now, but look at this battle happening here. I mean, it's really anybody's race between these 3 canoes, and you're looking at, I believe, 5th through 7th place overall.
Yep.
And so this is exciting stuff. There's still enough time for any one of these canoes to really make it. Right now, they're kind of battling upwind, but with some surge or swell or surf behind them, and then they're going to have to make a right-hand turn into the finish line. But there's not much grass left on the field at this point, and if they're going to make a move, it's got to be right about now.
Yeah, it's definitely got to happen now, because it's not gonna matter when you get to the finish line. So right here, you can see this is a battle right here. These 3 crews are neck and neck, and they're going after it. You've got the inside crew, which is your Kailua men, the masters on the inside there. They're trying to battle it out. You've got your novice boys open, rudderless team, and then just inside of them, the Pu'uvai crew.
But man, look at that pairing of 3 and 4 in this orange and white canoe. They are just willing their way into the front of this pack. Look at the drive and the depth that they are doing going uphill, right?
Yeah, there was
conventional wisdom, you're going to go uphill, you need to go deep and long, right?
And long.
And so these guys are doing it.
Yeah, so
those are some big Kanaks inside of there, and they are driving.
We got Bronson Iwohi in there. It looks like they had Butch as well, and then Sonny Cruz. I think Maifano was in there, but I don't see him in there because Kaina Makua's in there.
Yeah, Kaina's there in number 4.
So Bronson and Kaina and crew, definitely long, big body, nice pool. That's how you do it in the Matahina. But having a good battle in the inside again is going to be that Kailua crew. That's going to be your Kauai Mahoe, Chris Ruby, Pat Shea, Creighton Litton, Toby Morris, and Doug Borton.
Ooh, this is the stuff, bro. After like 14 miles of paddling, and these guys are having to dig deep at this point. Beautiful, beautiful work.
But you can see the difference, a little bit more press in both boats. But these two guys in the front battle. But look at these 3 crews, bro. Going for 5th place. This is what it's all about. What a battle. Just going after it, trying to make this happen, just putting it down, yeah?
Yeah, look at this Kauai crew inching ahead every so little bit. And I really think you look at this upwind leg that they're in, look at the length and the pressure. Yep. Look at the length and the pressure.
But look at that Matahina just moving on the inside.
Yes,
nice, and they're actually like walking. You could kind of see it walking away.
Yeah, but really look at the difference in the 2 strokes. The yellow and gray boat, it's a little shorter, it's quicker. A little choppier, a little quicker. Whereas in this uphill, the Matahina and this crew is using that power that they have. They got some burly dudes inside that middle of that canoe, and they are letting them work right here, driving that canoe. Look at that. In the span of just a few hundred yards, they've come from behind, from the back of this pack to right in the lead. They didn't fly all the way from Kauai to not lose one of these battles, bro.
No, but what an awesome race. So this is going to be 5th, 6th, and 7th place overall in this course. Just in front of us, we had that Heilani gang with Kale.
They're about to cross. Makani Stanley's in that crew right there. They're just about to cross the finish line buoy. And we're going to stay with this little grouping, which has been exciting to watch over the last few minutes. Just work it in over here. In a moment, we'll probably fade back to what else is going back there. But there's some other battles happening on the course.
Yeah, we got, again, in that Pu'uvai club right there, just having an excellent race, just handling it. We got Butch, Bronson. Clear. Clear out of the buoy. Clear out of the way. Go for it. And as you can see right here, we've kind of a little bit miscommunication. They cut inside, but they should have been. Oh, this is
look at this.
Oh, this is gonna change the game. It looks like the novice men are gonna get it.
Rudderless Hawaii is able to capitalize on that mishap there by those other crews and be able to get across to the finish line there.
Yeah, so right here, what a crazy finish this is going to be. Is it going to be that rudderless novice open man, or is it going to be Pu'uvai, or is it going to be Kailua? Who's it going to be? But right here, this is the battle of the day. Oh, 1, 2, and 3. Who's it going to be?
They were trying to cut it on the inside and landed up getting a little bit off of the course line. And so we have...
Oh, and we got to
doing it again.
They got to stay on the outside. They were not sure which way to finish the course. What a crazy finish, but looks like
Hawaii Ba'a 2020.
Looks like it was a little bit mixed communication there, but nonetheless, that was a battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. We had your looks like we had your rudderless Hawaii Va'a men. That's going to be Team Adam Hawkins, as well as your Pu'uvai team. that was racing, and then of course your Masters 50 Kailua men. But we are here at the finish line, right here behind us in Mauliola Bay. We're just watching to see how they all finish. They're actually supposed to round the first buoy and just finish across the Big Duke's buoy. Inside it's going to be the OC1s. Outside it's going to be the OC6. So there's 2 races coinciding right here. Mauliola, some action, bro.
A little bit of this action.
Little bit
right
of
there.
like you know. That's how it is, you know. Racing is racing. There's always going to be possible problems in the course, but trying to coordinate multiple races, just again, gotta have fun, gotta enjoy the course, and
gotta make sure you listening when that pre-course
directions, you know. But here we go. Live on your screen is this is another junior crew that looks like it's gonna be I believe that might be Kamehameha Boys there.
Yes, it is.
That's going to be Lane steering that crew. Let's see if we can get a list on them.
And behind them is that Ke'okaha.
And it looks like it's the Ke'okaha. Yeah, it looks like it might have been a Ke'okaha crew, but we'll get an update on that crew shortly. I believe actually that's going to be the Kiuna crew, so I'll get a list, but just to fill you in on that Pu'uvai team, Kaiwa Grubb, Bronson Iwoi, Kaysen, Apilando, Kaina Makua, Sonny Cruz, and Shaden Moises, just for that update. And then right here, guys, this is your Team Ade crew on screen. That's Coco, Fabio, Chase Vonderheim. Seat 4 is going to be Scott Miller. Seat 5, Joseph Vieira Alvarez. And Seat 6, Teotu Dubois. What a crazy, crazy battle. They were in last off the beach at the start, and they're coming in 8th place, 9th place. Right here is your women's crew. This is going to be your first women's crew. Team Ade. We've got Vaimiti Maoni. We've got Angie Dolan, Iloha Ishin, Nalani Pierce, as well as Pam Butler and Vihai.
And that's going to be our first Wahine crew, yeah?
First Wahine crew. Another Big Island Junior Va'a team right there, battling it with the 3rd place Junior Va'a team from Rudderless Hawaii Va'a. That's going to be Isaac, as well as Matisse, Christoph, Noah, Austin, and Oscar. What a great finish by those young juniors here, but unreal, Kalai. These
I like how tight some of these little groupings are in finishes, and because even though, you know, maybe juniors next to women, next to open men, they are going to up their performance when there's a canoe next to them, right? There's always a race when there's more than one canoe in the water, right?
Yeah, there's always, it's more than just the opportunity to race with certain people, but what a great time to be here and see how this all goes. But, wow, unreal. What a battle. What a battle. This.
All right, we got coming in here. This looks like it might be our Huinalu gang coming in there in that yellow canoe right there. Huinalu, their number for Okra is number 2. I think that's why they have those jerseys on. But they're looking great right there. Coming to canoe next to round the buoy. It's maybe another juniors group. Oh, no, there's some beards in there. Let's get a number off of this crew.
856.
Yep.
Yeah, so your number 856 coming across the line right now. Having a good race as well. It's going to be.
That's Tanaka's gang.
Yeah, so it looks like Chris Tanaka in, I think this is Team Viper, if I'm not mistaken. They definitely came here from far away and just put together a crew with some of the Team Viper guys. Great group of men, just having a good race here. So happy to see them come across the line, smiling, having a good time. So 856, that was Chris Tanaka, Connor Higgins, Manuri Polen, Alexandre Polu, Pelo, and Dylan Farias and Reese Dawson. Right here, looks like we're going to have another Matahina coming across. Looks like a mixed crew here. Let's check this crew out. And that's going to be boat, I believe, 872. That's Buddy's mixed plate.
Yeah, it's a mixed crew right there. I think that's our first mixed crew coming across the line.
That's Uncle Buddy's mixed plate. That's with Uncle Buddy Wilson steering that crew. Miley Villablanca in seat 1. Mandy Gordonez, Phil Kissinger, Mike Vaughn, Bargain, and Heidi Fratellone. And this one is going to be boat 791. 791. That's going to be Ke'ehi Lagoon 60s. Brian Koo.
Nice work, man.
Glenn Nelson, Roger Tansley, James Meyer, Pat Wong, and Louis Mendonca.
All right, we got another few crews making their way to the turn buoy here. It is a little bit of a challenge, again, for us to get numbers off of these crews, but we're doing our best for you folks. Again, live, this is day 2 of Aloha Aito 6, the first time that the organization has put together, Rudderless Hawaii has put together this V6 unlimited race from Mauna Loa, Hawaii Kai.
The Rudderless Hawaii Wa'a.
Yeah, that's right. Rudderless Hawaii Wa'a, that's right. Into Ke'ehi Lagoon or Maliola here near Mokauea Island. Sand Island, as many people know it of. But here coming in these yellow hats, this is the men from the big island of Hawaii, Ke'okaha.
Yeah, looks like your Ke'okaha men right there. That's got Eric in there. So that's a Ke'okaha men. That's going to be... I believe they put it under a different team name, but I had Eric in there.
Eric, my guy. All right, we're looking at another crew coming in here, easing their way into the finish line. This looks like another one of our Masters crews.
Yeah, Masters Cruise just looks like none other than Uncle Scotty Freitas.
Scotty Freitas with Lanikai boys right there, probably.
Yeah, so
Scotty Freitas in the long sleeve pink steering.
Yeah, so it looks like we got, again, that Lanikai Canoe Club coming across just now. None other than Scotty Freitas in seat 6. What a great race they had. Looks like some of these crews last-minute check-ins there. Right there coming across was your Kailua Canoe Club Juniors 796, Kana Palmer, Nakoa Palmer, Kalai Watanabe, Logan Machado, Kaimana Fake, and Lancet Gentry. Right behind them is that Ke'ehi Lagoon boys.
That's a juniors crew from Ke'ehi Lagoon.
Yeah, that's your juniors crew. Kaikala, Emanuelo steering that, Kanalu Falfata, Kainalu Hillen, Jameson Flores, Micah Hernandez, and Bukani Nui, Hussey Mendez right there. But look at this battle. Looks like your So Juicy crew.
So Juicy!
That So Juicy crew coming across.
Mix right there.
Right in front, that's going to be your mix. Kwai Chang, Publico at the So Juicy hooked us up at the IVF.
That guy was on point with that juice, man. He was good.
As well as your, it looks like Kaina and company with Kaina's crew just coming across. That was Team Nalu there. Team Nalu had a great race. That's Kaulu Luvai, Iliao Makua, Kahia Makua, Mehana Layfield, Leaf Child, and Kelsey Naiole and Mahealani Botello in there. Followed by your 2 other Matahinas coming in the running. Looks like none other than Christian Marston steering that boat right in front of that Masters Mean 52.3 crew. What a great finish that is.
What a great name.
Yeah, 52.3. Kind of cool, right, to see all that. So just really, really cool having all these crews finish. But again, we just seen our second women's crew finish. That was your Team Nalu, as well as, again, some of your Masters crew. So finally getting all of these crews to come around the last few angles here as they come into this channel here to finish off this race. But what an awesome opportunity for us to see all these paddlers, huh?
beautiful race finish here. We got some killer action on the beach between everything that's going on with the Kanaka Ikaika race and the Rudderless Hawaii race with the OC1s and the surf skis and the unlimited 6-mans here. It's really a big goings on the beach here and a cool day to be in the water.
Yeah, what a great day to see all of this racing. Looks like we got a Heilani women's crew, but on the outside,
that's Rillo guys.
Looks like a 798 number. But looks like, right there is going to be that crew by Heilani.
That's Rillo stroking them.
Yeah, so we got Rillo, Shin Lu, Stokesbury, Celeste Payana, Kelly Allen, Corey Agon, and Hannah Gerlin. So that's your Heilani women coming across very shortly. What a great finish by these Wahine and that Master Men crew right in front. But we're just coming across, trying to finish up the last of the course. Looks like it's going to be a good finish here for us. So the wind is blowing pretty strong as looks like one of the buoys got tied up at the finish.
All right, we got a couple more crews coming in here. A total of how many entries did we have today?
Looks like we had 34 unlimited entries.
Wow, that's
so
good.
A good amount of unlimited boats to get this run for this downhill Hawaii Kai run. But super excited to see how all of this went down. Looks like we've got our Duke's buoy making its way up the channel here. Looks like our sand anchor might have broke off the lead line there. So hopefully our escort or our ski will come and pick it up. We're trying to get a boat number here, but it looks like it's going to be 876. So that's going to be your 876. Let's see who we got in that canoe. 876, that's going to be Chang Gang. So Denise Darval Chang, Pauahi Ioni, Dane Ward, Jane McKee, Lynn Christensen, and Jenny Fisher.
That's a Masters women's crew right there, being steered by Denise Darville Chang.
What a great crew right there. This looks like your rudderless Wahine right here. So this is going to be your rudderless Wahine. This is going to be, I believe, your third place finishers right here. We've got Kealohi Bruin in 1. Looks like we've got in seat 2 Carolyn Seto Muk, as well as Val Nebarger. Seat 4 is going to be Ali Earl. And then in seat 5 is Malia Meza. And followed up in seat 6 is going to be Amber Coleman. That's your rudderless Wahine. Just finishing off that course right there. Little bit of a course finish blunder with the buoys, but hey, they're just finishing to the right, making it simple.
As long as they put one on the right and one on the left.
Easy does it. But what a great race by all of these unlimited V6 paddlers. Just what a great place to come into. Look at this bay.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
This is a good place to end a race. You know, you got plenty of parking here. You got bathroom facilities. Yep. You got plenty flat area to put up tents for sponsors and for race organizers and for your lunch cacao after. You know, so it's great, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just welcome guys to Mauliola here at beautiful Sand Island, Oahu. I'm Micah Kalama. This is Kalai Miller, and we're just bringing you that live coverage here for some of our, again, Keiko Capital All Unlimited Rudderless Hawaii Va'a Canoe Race Championship. It's an opportunity to have all of the unlimited canoes out there racing. A great Hawaii Kai run today. Pretty great conditions if you're
pretty fun. To me, I mean, it was. I've certainly seen bigger out there for sure, but I think other than a big swell everything else seemed to be moving in the right direction. It didn't seem like they were struggling to get on stuff or the current was fighting against them, which paddlers hate, But there was a lot of decent-sized chop to be able to make continued forward progress. And that's why I call it a paddler's race, really, because you're going to just keep moving with the water. It's fun conditions to paddle. It's not drudgery,
Yeah, and that was the bottom line was anytime we get a downwind or a Hawaii Kai run, you absolutely want to make sure it's manageable. Definitely when it gets kind of chaotic, it absolutely can be fun, But to incorporate everyone and include everyone from your juniors to your masters just makes this race a lot more favorable.
Sure.
But we've seen some pretty cool battles, some epic finishes here right at Mauliola. So just happy to see everyone here. We're kind of coming into that tail end. We've got majority of our unlimiteds that we're finishing up the race, but as we tack on back into the bay here, we're just gonna cover the last few that are coming across. But man, just incredible opportunity to see all of these paddlers come in and race and be a part of this journey here. Looks like Uncle Legs is sitting in seat 1. Let's see who's in that there.
What a great day of racing, though, Micah. I think the conditions were good. The weather was fantastic. Everybody looked like they were having a good time, fun racing, and again, congratulations to you and your team who put together Aloha Aito 6 and everyone from Rudderless Hawaii, making for a fun day of racing 2 days in a row out here on the South Shore of Oahu.
Yeah, we'll definitely take it as far as a 2-day event being the first race there. We've got the Makule crew here, none other than Steve Cole, looks like Jeff McBride, Leslie Yokotake, John Edgehill, Vic Allen, and Michael Pemberton. But just super cool. So again, this is your Makule crew, your Masters crew here, just coming across. Definitely one of those little bit grueling race for them. The fact that 15 and a half miles.
If I can be doing 15 and a half miles at that point in my life, I'll be very, very thankful. But again, great race out here, Micah. Good fun, beautiful conditions. Everybody looked like they had a good time. Congratulations out to some of our top finishers. It looked like the gang from Lanikai in first place. It was Wailea in second with Big Island Junior Va'a, not only third overall but first in their in their division, and then I think it was Heilani men rounding out the top 3 overall.
I believe so, and I'm going to check.
On the Wahine side, who did we have?
Wahine side looked like we had, again, Team Are. It's a breed of Ihilani and Hawaii, and then we had second place. It looked like it was Team Nalu from Kauai, and then third place was your Rudderless Hawaii Va'a Wahine.
Great.
So
great racing out there today. That's rounding it out, but we've really enjoyed bringing you this coverage. First time we've ever tried to land a drone on the Diamond Head buoy, but we were successful on that. That's going to be a fun story to tell. Look for some highlights and some excerpts of that on our Ocean Paddler Facebook page. But again, thanking you for joining us for today's coverage of the Rudderless Hawaii Aloha Aito 6. Thank you for joining us on our Facebook, on our YouTube, and of course on our Adventure Zone Sports Network from your home. I'm Kala'i Miller, and my man Micah Kalama. Why don't you take us out of here? This was your race. Anybody you want to thank, Micah?
Oh man, there's a ton of people to thank, but thank you to David and Kim Kalama, the owners of Rudderless Hawaii Va'a and the organization, and all the volunteers that put the time and effort, but especially to Keiko Capital for helping us sponsor this day number 2 all unlimited canoe championship race, Hawaii Kai so Maunalua Bay to Mauliola. So super excited. A lot of other sponsors, but as we take it out, I'm sure we'll get to cover that. So thank you all. But thanks again, Ocean Paddler, for having us. Appreciate you guys.
Mahalo, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Hoi pa.
The Rudderless Hawaii Va'a All Unlimited V6 race, in conjunction with Kanaka Ikaika, is presented by Duke's Waikiki, Keiko Capital, Are Tahiti, Kupanaha for Met, Nico's Pier 38, Ocean Paddlers TV, and these great supporters.
There are places on this planet where the sunset truly outdoes itself. Where music is as constant as the urge to be barefoot. Where you're welcome with love, respect, and a soundtrack. Outrigger Resorts and Hotels. Come be here.
If you live in the islands, your keiki or teen are no stranger to ocean sports. But have they tried outrigger paddling? With roots in Polynesia, people journey from island to island in canoes. There's nothing like the thrill of being at one with the water. Keiki and teens will meet new friends, gain a feeling of accomplishment, and have a lot of fun. And parents will be proud, cheering on their every effort. Outrigger paddling is easy to learn, and you can enjoy it your whole life. They'll experience ohana va'a, being part of the outrigger family, with role models like Hawaiian kupuna, Uncle Kimokeo. It's time to test the waters. Let Are Tahiti find you a club or a coach to help your keiki take this inspiring journey.
In real estate, every decision counts. Success comes to those who move fast, think smart, and take action. Keiko Capital is Hawaii's top private lender, offering the most aggressive financing solutions nationwide. Built for experienced investors ready to scale. We fund opportunities, fuel growth, and help turn your next deal into your best deal. Don't wait. Book your free consultation today and take your investments to the next level.
Happiness is being in the water and finishing up at Nico's. Come on down to Nico's Pier 38. Fresh fish, plenty poke, Ono local plates, ice cold drinks, and live music every day. 3 locations to celebrate a day well spent with good friends and good grinds at Nico's. Zone Media is proud to be celebrating 20 years of Hawaiian Extreme Sports TV, Hawaii's leading action sports program. 10 years of Ocean Paddler TV, dedicated to perpetuating the sport and culture of paddling. And 5 years of What's Up, the world of stand-up paddling. Our groundbreaking and cutting-edge live broadcasts have made paddling and surfing spectator sports, showcasing Hawaii's heritage to the rest of the world. Zone Media is the world's leader in Hawaii-based action programming. Let us help you grow your business or sporting event.